Yes, yes, y'all, back in the place today. We're back. Today we'll only do about 35 minutes, but since yesterday was such an epic life that I thoroughly enjoyed, I really wanted to try and extend the streak that we're currently on and hop on here and talk to you guys today. So hopefully a few of you will make. What's up, Nadine? How you doing, buddy? What's going on, man? I'm happy that you're catching today's live. I get OCD about my hat being on straight, and I keep moving it, and then I always end up feeling like it's not on straight. Anywho, what do you guys want to talk about? Ask me anything that you need my input on, my advice, whatever the case may be. And in the meantime, start hammering that thumbs up button. That is never a bad idea if you're looking to support the channel, if you're looking to support me. But without further ado, let's make it about you, your problems, whatever you might be going through. My wife is not talking to me properly. She keeps ignoring me for a long time. I don't know how I should handle my emotions. Please help me, Viking. Oh man, I mean that's a very big problem. If she's ignoring you, that's terrible. I I mean, you need to really sit her down and be like, "What's going on, and how do we fix this?" Because that doesn't sound like a marriage I would advise anyone to stay in. So th- there's only one way to handle it is to communicate extremely directly and tell her that this is not really acceptable for you and that you're more than willing to work on whatever has caused her to feel in such a way that she thinks she needs to ignore you because what she's doing is she's punishing you. But you need to know what's going on. Like, why are you being punished so that you can fix it, and try to be better. But ignoring is terrible. That's not a healthy relationship at all, my man. Ricky, hey, what are your thoughts on procrastination and how to avoid it? I mean, my thoughts on procrastination is that I think a lot of times we drown in the sea of options that we currently have in this type of society. I think that we get overwhelmed by the fact that supposedly you can do anything, and then it quickly becomes too much, and you feel like maybe you know we're definitely in the so-called optimization um, era, meaning that everything has to be the best. You have to get the most out of every situation. You have to have the best partner, the best sex, the best job, the most money. So it's like I think procrastination is usually a side effect of that. Why don't you just try to simplify life and try to make something that you think will make you happy and go for that and understand that there is no there is no solution in the form of a job or an achievement. Like those are just temporary things to keep you motivated to keep moving on. But the most important part is you having a fulfilled life, doing something that you don't consider an absolute waste of time, and being part of the community. Whether that's through sports, through friendships, through location where you're living, through activity. Um, but if you're telling me that you're procrastinating, um, it just sounds to me like you don't know what you want. And once you do know what you want, you should go fully for that. Okay. What's up, nature lover? What's happening? Gurk, my problem is I had a traumatic experience when I got humiliated and made fun of. My mind got conditioned that whenever I hear people laugh outside the house, it triggers me and makes me paranoid. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. That's definitely happened to me before. Early on in the beginning of my reconstructions and rehabilitation period, I was convinced that everybody was always talking and thinking and about me and pointing at me. And once you're in that mindset, it's pretty damn hard to get out of it. I'm not gonna lie. I understand the feelings of paranoia that you're describing perfectly well. Um, the thing is, though, you don't, from what I'm reading, is you're not carrying around something that is easily recognizable. So you're just a human, and you have to apply rationality in this case. Like my excuse was at least like anytime I would still get paranoid because people could see my scars. But in your case, not to downplay it, but you need to apply rationality to the fact that they are not the ones that humiliated you. They do not know a single thing about you, so they're not making fun of you. So like I just need you to be more rational in that sense. It's really like they literally don't have the data that is required for them to make fun of you because they don't even know that there's something to make fun of. Does that make sense? Ricky, I'm an introvert. Is it bad? I'm not able to make friends and I'm always cornered. I'm always cornered. Um, so, I mean, if you do want to make friends, because I'm assuming that's what you're getting at, the easiest way, man, is join like a sports club. Any type of sport that you find remotely fun, like that's really an easy way to make friends. Thank you, sir. You look great. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate that. I'm sure that you're not too shabby yourself, but you need to apply some self-love, man, and really, separate your emotional thoughts from your rational thoughts and understand that the only person making fun of you at this point is yourself. That's all happening up here. You need to try and take a step back and look at the situations from a third person view and do the thing that we call the so-called watching the thinker, meaning the thinker is that voice in your head, that little overthinker that's constantly feeding you stuff. You need to separate yourself from the thoughts in your head. It's not always you. It's not your gut instinct. It's not your soul talking to you. Usually, it's our biggest fear, our biggest insecurity, poisoning our mind. So understand that, man, and don't identify necessarily with that voice that's telling you they're making fun of you. You have to learn to make fun of that voice telling you that they're making fun of you. When you get that thought, you need to take a step back and be like, this is literally not happening, and try to take control of try to, if you can master your thoughts, if you can control your mind, that's literally everything in life. It's all mental, man. It's all mental. That's why I'm able to do what I do, because it's all mental. Hey guys, let's get some thumbs going and keep the questions coming. All right. I'm also going to remind you that I still have open positions for coaching. So if anybody is trying to hire me and work with me as their coach, you can send me an email. I'm just typing my email for you guys right now in the chat box. There you go. Ricky, have you ever thought of collaboration with anyone for a good podcast? Um, I have, and I tried to bring people on the podcast in the beginning. Yeah, it's funny because I do feel like on one end, I feel like I have what it takes to be part of a successful podcast, I guess, because I like brainstorming. I'm a good communicator, but um, I don't know. It just I feel like there's too many podcasts already. I know that's a lame excuse, and my heart is not in it anymore. Like right now, I mainly love doing live sessions, talking to you guys. Um, and yeah, I don't know. I could be part of the podcast, but at this point, I'm not gonna be the one starting it all up. And who knows, maybe one day. But yeah, I don't know. Did you see my email in your inbox? Yes, Nature Lover. I'll check it out later. I did get it. Thank you very much. Um, so yeah, guys, keep the questions coming. Are you looking forward to Easter celebrations? Is your whole family coming over? Yeah. I mean, honestly, I'm less of an Easter guy, more of a Christmas guy. Um, but yeah, my family, like my sister is coming. The rest of the family's already here, but I do look forward to it. Thank you guys for hitting the thumbs up. Whoever did that, you guys rock. Thank you for understanding. Helps me a lot. What's up, Dojin? Anna, what makes you have good self-esteem? Besides the fact that I always talk about, I think, self-confidence is a myth in the sense that we always overestimate how much self-confidence others have, when usually they're just better at projecting self-confidence and they figured out how to portray that when really, like most of us are super deeply insecure. But what makes you have good self-esteem, I think, is just, um, I think being in good health. I think per definition, people that are out of shape automatically have this subconscious feeling of like, I'm not in shape. I think this makes it harder. Even if they're able to suppress it with a big personality, I think deep down inside they still somehow feel bad about the fact that they're out of shape. So getting in shape is a very easy way to build your self esteem. And the clothes that you wear doesn't mean you have to have fancy, expensive clothing, but if you dress well, you feel better. Um, so try to like I'll give you a tip. Like I buy a lot of clothes from ASOS, ASOS. So they have like a house brand, ASOS design, and it's like for 35 euros, 30 euros, even less sometimes. You can have like a nice dress pants, like the pants of the suit. Like I'll wear that and then I'll put like a nice shirt in it or just like a nice t-shirt that fits well. And it's like a $60 outfit and I look like I'm sharp, like I look like I'm dressed to impress. You don't need to buy like I've stopped buying brand clothing in terms of clothes. I don't buy brands really. Like maybe some Tommy Hilfiger here and there, some Fred Perry, but in general, it's a lot of ASOS design because their house brand allows you to buy very cheap clothing that looks really good. So the better you dress, the better you feel. The better your body is, the better you feel. And then doing something that just gives you purpose and the knowledge that you're good at something. I think confidence and self-esteem comes from those things. Ricky, does it feel as good that out of 7 million people, there are some people attending your live? Do you feel connected? Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I like. It's funny you mentioned that. I was literally thinking about that last night. Every live gets like 200 views now in total, or 250, 300, and it's amazing. That's a ton of people that like religiously check in. Like they'll watch every piece of content that I post, and I'm speaking to you guys right now, watching this, who are watching this later. Like I see you guys, and I appreciate you guys, and that's why I keep doing this for you guys. So yes, it does feel really good. Trend clothes is a bit of a scam. Exactly. The only brands I believe in are like shoes. Like I'm a huge Asics fan, the Japanese shoe brand, because I just feel like they're by far the best shoes, and they help me hike, they help me run, and they help me sustain my longevity because they protect my feet. The Asics 360 sole is the best sole ever created. So I'm heavy on brands when it comes to things like footwear. But like, yeah, you should never buy 200 euro jeans. You should never buy a 100 euro shirt. Like that's ridiculous. Thank you, Marianne. I appreciate that. Do you think abusive parents can make a child's self-esteem low? Absolutely. I know they do. Esther, meditation helps a lot. Absolutely. Lisette Garzon. I love your name. Lisette Garzon or Garzon. Can do many things. My couple is currently asking me to quit from my job and they need to do something against my parents I never thought to do. My couple, you mean your boyfriend, you should really rethink him. You should probably not uh, tell him, you should probably not let him tell you what to do. You should ditch his ass, probably, from the sounds of it. I agree so much about the shoes. Yep, Marianne, you have some that watched since the beginning. I have, and I appreciate them. Yeah, that's okay. I didn't know that. I mostly wear Nike running shoes. My feet have it best with them. They're not so expensive. I mean, Nike is. I use Nike basketball shoes. I think they're the best basketball shoes. I got wider feet, so for me, Nike is not ideal because they're a little bit more narrow. Asics is really has shoes for people with a more wide, broader foot. And again, like the the cushioning and the soles of Asics are just legendary. Again, like the 360 sole. Just any Asics 360 is going to be a hell of a shoe. But in general, I think Asics is an amazing brand. Nature leather. Also, a warm winter coat. Columbia knows what they're doing. Lisette, yes. Get rid of him. Sounds like a very toxic situation. Do you ever practice yoga nidra? Yoga nidra? No, I have not. I did yoga a while, but I really haven't gotten back into it, and I should. Do you enjoy studying for long hours? I haven't done that in a long time, so I don't feel equipped to answer that question, but I guess I can listen to podcasts about from Andrew Uderman for a long time. That's pretty scientific, but I can't say I enjoy it. I haven't done it in a long time, but I'm good at taking in information that I deem interesting. But everybody is, right? Well, I guess not everybody. Created in Cali. My ex was abusive, but I'm pregnant. He will not be involved in the baby's life. I love being a mom. I have a daughter from a previous marriage. But this will be a boy, and I'm terrified. Created in Cali, you're gonna be a great mom. You don't need that man to help you. You got this on your own. I'm very happy that you got out of that abusive relationship. A lot of people are too scared to do so. So kudos to you. You should be very proud. And look, I think you're going to pull it off. I really do. Is it selfish of me to raise him with the possibility of me never finding a good father figure to him? I don't think it's selfish. I think you should go for it. I think that you can also be the mom and the dad to that boy, you know? So you already, and if the right man crosses your path, then welcome him in. And if he doesn't, then so be it. You'll have your family either way. I like New Balance for athletic shoes and Salomon for winter shoes. Yeah, okay, I can't argue that. I never had New Balances, to be honest with you. I know it's a big hype around them. I never had them. I feel like they're a little bit pricey. Do you speak Dutch? Yes, I do. Created in Cali. Thank you. I needed this. I mean, I'm happy that I was able to confirm the obvious for you, but it sounds like you have your head on your shoulders already. Like you got out of that abusive situation. And I think you're going to be a great mom. You already are. You're going to do a good job. Don't be scared. Just take it one day at a time. And, again, like you don't need a guy, you don't need a man. So don't fixate on that. If it happens, it happens. But if it doesn't, it doesn't. Either way, you have your family. You have people that love you. Hey, what's up, Surya? Phoenix. Have you ever thought about doing collaborations with other content creators who have a bigger audience? I don't know. Not really, really, I guess. I'm not good at that. Like, I don't mean collaborating. I mean, I'm not good at like the business side of what I do. Like even me, like when I tell people if they want to hire me as a coach, I just send them my email. Like here, that's my email. That's a extremely dated and medieval way of communicating. Like send me an email. Like I should have a landing page, something that you click on and you fill in the form. I should have a mailing list. Like So many marketeers have told me so many times, like, you should have a mailing list, reach your audience and the people that want to buy things from you with the mailing list. And I'm like, I don't want to send an email every week because I only want to communicate if I feel like I have something to say, you know, and that doesn't fit in with the whole marketing scheme of an emailing list. So I would be down to collaborate with anyone, but I'm just not the type of person. I like doing my own stuff. I like this. I like having my channel. I got 14 people in here watching this live. This is amazing. This like it's my little tiny platform, but it's mine. I run the show. I could just sit here and just like be calm and tell you guys about, like what I'm thinking and feeling, and you guys enjoy it. And that's, what's better than that? Imagine if we had 50 people in here, it would already kind of be too much. It would already kind of be like too many people asking questions, right? I've been talking a lot of good about you in other Discord servers. Thank you, Giannis. Um, do people that you knew for long ago suddenly remember you when they had a problem and reach out to you? Sure, it happens. Yeah, I have to study for a long hours to get out of here. Yeah, though, Gene, do you have a plan to get out of Iran? Bro, I'm stuck in my life. I procrastinate and overthink a lot. What should I do? Literally anything. Stop overthinking. The perfect plan is not going to present itself. Anything will be better than continuing to procrastinate. Book a flight, go somewhere, get a job as a dishwasher, and literally just take some type of action. You're gonna start pushing the dominoes, things are gonna happen, but stop waiting on the perfect plan, stop waiting on the perfect moment. It does not exist. Esther, I love what you do to lives. It's special and stands out versus other lives. It's part of your specialty. Thank you. I think what I bring to the table, not to toot my own horn, is but I think I'm one of the few people that reads all the comments and answers all the questions. I think most lives is more like it's a pre-prepared show or a video or it's someone performing, whereas with me it's really about the comments, and I think that's awesome. But thank you for recognizing that. You're right. 50 people would make it hectic. Yeah, maybe you need better clickbait videos, dude. I'm I'm good on that. I gave up that like I was super focused on chasing subs and growing the channel and chasing views. But I kind of stopped doing that like 3 years ago. Like I used to make a lot of clickbait videos and stuff like that. But at this point I really don't care anymore about that and I just like to do my thing and come on here and talk to you guys. Thank you, Soria. I appreciate that. Dojin, I'm a software engineer. I'm working to be a full stack developer and study for a master's degree. Then I can pursue my education abroad. Dojin, you are a genius. That is what you need to do. If you learn how to code, you can make money anywhere. You can work remote. You can leave Iran. You can get visas, working visas. Very smart. Coding is the future. You'll never be out of a job. Let me just like make that clear. Like you are doing the right thing. You're making the right call. Now you have to execute the plan. It might be a few more years before you make it out, but at least you are working towards your goal and you're doing it. And that time will come sooner than you might think. And one day it'll be time to get on that plane and leave that around, and you'll be like, "Oh my God, I can't believe it's already happening. Am I really ready?" So start getting ready. Start getting ready mentally, because it's gonna happen. It is gonna happen. Oh man, I can't wait for dinner tonight. I'm so hungry. Guys, hit the thumb if you haven't hit the thumb yet. I would appreciate that. Once again, reminding you, I'm still taking on new clients. If you want to hire me for my coaching, you can send me an email at lorenz.dries@gmail.com. Email is in the little chat box right there. And in the meantime, what are you having for dinner? I'm having this amazing home cooked pasta meal with minced meat, pesto, um, a bunch of other stuff in it. It's gonna be so good. And I've already trained super hard today and went through a long ass hike, and I got another hike. I'm really getting back into cardio. Um, and I've been saving up calories for this meal, so I don't have to hold back. What are you? What? What are you working on other than your coaching career and working out? So I'm working on something, but I cannot talk about it just yet. But I will once it's official. Biking is the best for my cardio. Nice, Esther. Yeah, biking is great. Also alleviates the joints. It doesn't put any stress on the joints, which is great. I was thinking New Balance or pricey shoes that I buy a pair and keep them until they break down. Shoes usually last me 4 to 6 years. Nice. I'm having pasta too. Yeah, I love pasta. Pasta is my favorite type of food by far. And my body reacts to it really well. I get very strong if I eat pasta. So, love it. All right, guys, I'm going to wrap this one up. Dinner time, and I'm also getting a little bit tired. So, if you want more live session, make sure to go check out yesterday's live called My Biggest Regret. It was a really good one. So, anyone that hasn't seen that yet, go watch yesterday's live. My Biggest Regret, and enjoy that. It's a lot longer than today's live. Have a beautiful evening, and thank you for your questions. If you haven't hit the thumb yet, hit the thumb now. Hit it, hit it, hit it. Makes a big difference. Um, yeah, that's it, guys. Appreciate you all. Have a wonderful day. Ciao, ciao.